Testing.
Welcome back to Radio Topcast, where we're gonna get live, sexual, and weird.
That was a lot to take in.
That's what she said.
That was pretty good, actually.
Hey, thanks, man.
That was a great take.
Hey, man, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying for a job.
Trying to pay some bills here.
Try to pay something.
I like that.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Really trying to give you my maximum effort, as they would say.
Dude, your maximum effort is the best effort I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Did I go plus ultra on that shit?
Plus ultra. I haven't heard that in forever.
Forever?
Forever.
Wow. You really need to get out there more.
I'm excited to start this podcast journey with you, Scott.
Dude, I'm excited.
Are you? Really?
I'm going to touch your butt. You're going to touch my butt.
Okay,
We're gonna touch
stranger danger.
people's others'
This is weird.
minds and hearts.
Yeah.
Why are you making it so weird?
I don't know. I'm not trying to make
It's only gay if you make it.
Only if we make eye contact. You guys can't see it, but we're making heavy eye contact. Like,
Yeah, later on he's going to try to fit a whole taco in his mouth.
Yeah, I could. Soft taco. It was a soft taco.
This one won't be soft.
Whew, okay. Well, dude, so on the way up here, almost died. Almost died on the way up here. So, it's foggy as hell, right? Super foggy. I don't know if you saw it out there.
Can we call this the coyote ugly story?
Yeah, because I almost hit a coyote. Like, this is... And yeah. We'll do that. Yeah, we can work with that. Like, I'm leaving my house. I live in Elgin. And travel up to the city, it's like an hour. Yeah?
Yeah.
Something like an hour.
From Elgin, yeah.
Elgin, give or take an hour, depending how you drive. And it's super foggy, spooky foggy, like spooky season. I am very superstitious.
Are you?
So like Elgin is in the middle of the fucking boonies. Like, it's in the country. There's no street lights anywhere. It's just country living. And so I'm driving, stupid fog. It's thick. It's like a blanket everywhere. Like, I keep consciously trying to like look.
Were you going like 5 under, or were you going the same speed?
I was going the same speed, but in my head, I was thinking, like, I was consciously thinking, like, someone's in my backseat. I swear to God. Like, I'm going to look in the rearview mirror, and there's going to be a pale white face just looking back at me and then disappear. Like, that's, like, in my head, every time I'm in a dark, foggy area, my brain just automatically goes to spooky season. Like, that's all it does. I don't know why. It just does it. I'm weird like that. So, on the way here, I almost hit a coyote, like halfway to the point. Like, I was by that Easy Go.
So you were driving, right?
Yeah.
Where was the coyote? Was he like in the very middle of the road, like on the yellow line, or was he like just in your lane?
Like, okay, so he was crossing the road. Like, okay, so I'm hitting 80 on that highway, 80 going toward the city, and he was crossing. But while he was crossing, like, he saw me, and then started running forward. So now I'm like chasing him. Well, obviously my car's faster than him, so now I'm like swerving out the way, and like everything's just going hand banana sandwich in my car. Like, everything's just flipping around. I'm like, oh, this is how I go, trying to save a coyote's life. And then I had to stop, and I was like taking a deep breath. I was like, should I call Scott? Should I call my folks? Like, what happened? Like, I was just that was my first time actually like almost hitting an animal, because every time I never really went through that experience. So.
That's scary.
It was. It's foggy.
I've seen an animal get hit.
Yeah.
It was the
I've never seen that.
creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I've never seen that, honestly.
Thing went stiff. Like, completely stiff, like a statue. Like, it turned into a statue. Because all the muscles froze up.
I feel like it would be all loosey goosey, like what those.
What I saw was
like
a dog.
Ragdoll physics, like when they
yeah.
on like Happy Wheels, like the dude just goes flying. That's why I figured just limbs.
I think sometimes, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, but it was.
You're definitely not a doctor. I can tell you that right now.
Hey, I prescribed you 4
I'm gonna
G-Fuels.
be honest with you, Scott. If you were my doctor and you're like, let me prescribe you, I'm like, I'm not taking shit from you, dude. I'm like,
just Pepto-Bismol. Trust me.
It's not.
It's just Pepto.
It smells funny. I don't trust this at all, dude. So yeah, you saw a dog get hit. That's wild. I wouldn't.
Yeah, and the thing like froze up like a statue, dude, and just fucking tumbled like that.
I love dogs too much. I couldn't see that. Like, I can't stand watching dogs get killed in
the lady got
movies.
out, was immediately crying.
Yeah, I'd cry too, dude.
It was sad.
Yeah, I see that. Like I feel I see it in your eyes. Like you look like you're going back to that childhood memory, even though it just happened yesterday. So
It's not exactly true.
oh, okay. I was baiting you. Let's see if we can get you there.
Oh.
So so that happens, and I finally get here, and I just see Scotty too hotty just sitting here screaming, and that's basically what happened to me yesterday. That weather is insane. Like Oklahoma weather is insane.
Yeah.
Like it's super insane.
It's like a magic 8-ball.
Yeah, you just never
You
know.
shake it, and then you get what you get.
You get what you get. But speaking of weather, I have to tell you this crazy hell story that involves weather. That involves me going back home to San Francisco visiting my family. Do you mind if I tell you this story?
Well, before we do that,
Okay. Do we need to
I can cut this part out, but we didn't introduce ourselves. We kind of just.
It's fine. Okay. I think we should just flow right into it.
Just flow.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it was pretty
Tell
good.
me about the weather then.
Okay, we'll get into it. That was only 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, how long do you think it was?
I thought that was 10 minutes tops. All right, yeah, keep going. I like it. Yeah, keep it going. Okay.
All right. So.
Oh yeah,
weather.
yeah.
This trip.
My hell trip to San Francisco, fucking insane. So it was like around 2-3 years ago, and it was the middle of the summer. I'm flying back to San Francisco to see my cousin graduate from high school. That's my main trip. I'm going by myself. I'm going to go see her graduate. Main story right there. So I'm dressed for Oklahoma weather. It's the middle of the summer. It's like June. Oklahoma weather is like 110, 115. Like we get like high temps.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing June clothing. Like I'm wearing like a jersey, my 49er jersey, some like tablecloth linen shorts, like super thin material. Like you could throw water on it. You're seeing my undies. Luckily for me,
You weren't wearing any.
I don't wear undies. All right. So, like I'm just dressed super casual with some normal tennies, and like that was pretty much it. I forgot what the weather was like in San Francisco, which is not at all anything close to Oklahoma summer. It's quite opposite, actually. We'll get into that.
Cold?
Fucking frigid, man. It is. Whoa!
That's so weird.
I'll get into that. Like, so, like, I finally get my ticket. I'm sorry. I finally get to the airport, but I didn't go to Oklahoma City. I flew out of Lawton Airport.
No.
Now, if none of y'all have been, he's like, ooh, that's a big oof. If none of you guys ever been to the Lawton Airport, I'll explain it to you. It's the size of a house. It's not that big.
Single mom and dad airport.
Yeah, it's like you have to walk to your airplane. Like they really don't have that much. It's like only like one airplane can fit at that airport. It's really small. And the reason why I chose that over Oklahoma.
Yeah, there's no tunnel. You know,
no.
You go through that little tunnel to get on the airplane.
No, there's no what do they call it, terminal. No, they don't have that.
You go onto the pavement.
Yeah.
You get out of the airplane and go onto the pavement, and then you walk inside the building.
Yeah, and there's the only connecting flight you can really get that I know of is like either Dallas, Houston, or Oklahoma City.
It also doesn't make a lot of sense for you to walk inside to wait for your luggage when you can just.
It's right there. I know,
right?
right?
There.
Yeah.
Like, it's different if you're in a tunnel, but like.
It's right there.
It's right there. Why wouldn't you?
Like I can see the dude grabbing my bag.
Hey Dave, you don't have to worry about going inside. I'm right here.
No, it's my job. I have to do this.
Oh.
They pay me.
Okay, Dave.
It makes me feel good about myself. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
You have fun.
Another reason why I didn't go to Oklahoma City was one, it's like an hour away. I'm not gonna drive all the way up there. And two, the ticket pricing was not that different. The fly out of Lawton was $1 more than Oklahoma City. So I was like, oh, all right, obviously I'm gonna fly.
Yeah, that shit in tolls.
Like,
dude, tolls are so bad right now. It's like $11.
Is it?
For me to go from here to Walters, where my family lives.
Yeah.
It's $10.50.
Yeah, coming up here back and forth would be $10. For me, going back and forth from Oklahoma City to Elgin back and forth is $10.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's too much. I'm spending way too much on that.
But you have the Pike Pass, right?
Yeah, I got the Pike Pass. Yeah, I still have it, but it's
cheaper though, right?
yeah. You get grandfathered in. Like they still have the old prices if you have a Pike Pass. If you don't have a Pike Pass, you have to pay like the new prices because they jack the prices up.
Yeah. Anyways,
which is
back to your.
Oh yeah. My trip to hell. So I go to Lawton. I'm not obviously I'm not going to drive to Oklahoma City. I'm just going to take a 20-minute drive to Lawton Airport. So I go there. My flight's delayed to Dallas because I got to connect in Dallas. So my flight's delayed because Dallas is having terrible weather issues. Like it's just thunderstorms, lightning, whatever. So I'm in the airport for like almost 2 hours waiting for my flight. I think at this time, like the pilot was getting tired. He was like, "Screw it, fuck it, we're going in. Like, send it, we're going." Because like when we landed, the storm was still fucking going. Like it was strong, it was heavy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was bad. So we landed. And so obviously my flight was delayed a couple hours, and I get there, I'm panicking because like I'm like, oh, I gotta get my connecting flight. I'm rushing there, I'm out of breath. I'm like, did I make it? And they're like, oh yeah, the flight's delayed, so you're good. So we're not leaving for like another 3 hours. I was like, what the hell? So I ran there like an idiot. I don't know why I didn't even check my phone. Like they send you updates on stuff. I didn't even bother looking. So I'm sitting there just watching my laptop, like Netflix on my laptop, and just wishing. But at the same time, my anxiety is kicking my ass because I also reserved a rental car at SFO. That's the airport in San Francisco. And so they have a thing where like you say you reserve it at 10 o'clock, but if you don't show up at 10 o'clock, they're able to reserve for like up to 2 hours. So you still have that wiggle room of whatever. So I was like, okay, I still think I can make it. Like at this time, it's around 9 o'clock, 9 at night. Like it's around there. Yeah. Mind you, I've been up since 6 in the morning. I'm getting hangry. I'm sweating profusely because my anxiety is kicking my butt. Like it's crazy. Yeah. So I'm just like, so I feel all like gross and sticky. I'm like, oh, I hate it. And so we finally get on the plane, and it's a almost 4 hour flight from Dallas to San Francisco. So when I watched that Star Wars movie, the Last Jedi, I think it was The Last Jedi, something like that. It was like almost like a 3 hour movie. So that ate most of my time up. But again, low-key, I'm like freaking out. And I'm like, am I going to get my rental? I hope they hold it. Because I got a Dodge Charger. Keep that in mind. I got a Dodge Charger because I wanted to show up to this.
Show up and show out.
Damn right. You know? Like, I want everybody like, yeah, that's Mikey pulling up in the Charger. Yeah. So I'm like, I got to do it. I'm going. I'm hoping it's still there. We finally land, and I'm like pushing grannies out the way. I'm like, get the fuck out of the way! Like I'm trying to get to the carousel to get my bag and get the hell out of there. So I go to the carousel, no bags, not my bag. Like everyone's bag's not there because since our flight was delayed, they had to put it on a different airplane. So now I gotta wait for that airplane to land and get our stuff. By this time, it is like almost 1 a.m. California time. So that is like 3 a.m. Oklahoma time. So I'm beyond tired. I am just stupid tired. I'm hangry. I'm dirty. Like just from sweating. Like I just want to leave. I forgot to tell you, this is where the weather comes in for San Francisco. Backtrack that. It's frigid. The airport's right next to the ocean. It's cold. Like it's like 50 degrees during the summer. Like you can see your breath in the
oh my God.
in the morning during the summer in San Francisco. It's nasty. I hated it. And so again, like I'm wearing a jersey, nothing under it, thin shorts, and some the Flyknit tennis shoes. So like the Flyknit cloth tennis. Like it is so. I am freezing my ass off this whole entire time. Angry, cold, just nasty. I'm like, I'm just pissed off at everything. My bag finally shows up. Like finally everything shows up. I grab from the carousel, and I run to the monorail. Like all these big airports have monorails, like to get you where. Okay. Yeah. So I run up there. I know where I'm going. I've been to this airport plenty of times. I run up there. It's just. There's a sign that says, "Sorry, the inconvenience. Monorail's out of service." I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. I was like, what the hell? It's like 2 in the morning. It's like 2:30 in the morning now. I'm like, I'm freezing. This is no bueno. So I go downstairs because it says go find a shuttle bus. It was basically like fuck you. Like it was basically like a fuck you. Like go find a shuttle bus, you lazy sack of shit. Like it was so bad. Like so I go down there, and I don't know what it is. I'm not no racial, but everyone I guess the midnight shift at the airport, no one speaks English. Like no, everyone was like no. I finally found someone that spoke like Spanish. So I was like, "Donde está la bolsas? Yo necesito la bolsa." Just like panicking because like I already know like the wiggle room is slowly winding down for my rental.
Yeah.
Slowly winding down. And so I finally, like he points out, I finally found the bus. And obviously, I'm not the only one trying to get on that bus. So now this bus is like stopping every 5 to 10 minutes and slowly getting more packed and packed and packed and packed.
At least you're warm now.
Yeah. Yeah, next to a family that smells like cabbage. Like I was like, they just came from Russia or something. Like I was just crammed in there, and we get to like the bus driver was trying like her best to cheer up everyone because everyone was pissed off because like the train was out. She was just kind of, I forgot what kind of joke she was cracking, but she was trying her best. But me, I'm so pissed off. Like I'm tired. Like I said, I'm tired.
Your joke's a terrible lady.
Basically, I in my head I was like, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody. Like I was so pissed. We finally get to the car rental. Finally get there. I'm just ready. I'm ready because like I still have a 30-minute drive to where I have to go. It's Redwood Shore. I have to drive to Redwood Shores. It's a 30-minute drive from the airport, so I still have to like stay awake. I finally get to my rental, and it's an Asian dude. And in my head, like I'm already angry. I'm like, I swear to God, this motherfucker better speak English. But he was a cool dude. He spoke English, perfect English. He was a teenager. He was like a Cali dude. He was like, "Saw, dude." And he was like, "Can I help you with, dude?" I was like, "Bro, I'm here to pick up my car. Can you please help me?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, let's get."
I got you.
Yeah, he's like, "I got you, dude. What's your info?" I was like, I gave him my driver's license, my debit card. He was like, "All right, dude. So we have a problem." I was like, I already know what it is. Like in my head, I'm like, you know, in my head, I was like, you don't have my car. But I was like, just being hopeful. I'm like, what is it? Like just thinking maybe my driver's license expired or whatever. I don't know. I was like, what is it, dude? He was like, we don't have your car. I was like, you motherfucker.
No.
I was like, so what do you have? He was like, well, the closest thing we have to a Dodge Charger is a Volkswagen Jetta. I was like, okay, first of all, I've never seen a Volkswagen Jetta. Okay. Never seen one. So I was like, the fuck is that? Yeah. He was like, oh, let me show you, dude. Look at it. And he turns the computer around. I was like, that is nothing like a Charger. What is that? What is it? It looks like a Prius. What is this thing? He was like, well, you know, that's all we have right now, dude. So I was like, all right, I'll take it. I don't care. I'll take it. Whatever, dude. I'll fucking take it.
Cowabunga.
He was like, totally, dude. Oh, another problem. Do you have a credit card? I was like, no, that's my debit card. Can we use that? He's like, I mean, yeah, but since you have a credit card, we have to take like $400 out for a deposit. And you get it back, obviously, when you return the car. I was like, what the because I don't have a credit card? He was like, yeah, that's our policy. I was like, what the? Oh, he's like, you can either take it or don't have the car or whatever, dude. I was like, oh, my God. Run it. Fuck it. That's like, that $400 is basically my whole spending money. So, in California, so right there off the bat, like, I'm down $400. All I have is, like, $70.
You're cold. Yeah. You're tired. You're broke. And you're driving a fucking Prius.
My hell in San Francisco. So I finally get the car. I finally get it. And I drive to Redwood Shores. And I'm not staying at a hotel. I save money. I'm staying at my aunt and uncle's house. And it's like fucking 3, 4 in the morning. Like, it's late. You know, I finally arrived. They waited for me. God bless them. They waited for me. And I passed out. Right? Like, yeah. Obviously. Like, I was like, yo, what's up?
You're
and
like,
blah!
I saw, dude.
Saw, dude. And it just like blasted out. Like I was done. And so I'm still used to Oklahoma time, obviously. So I woke up stupid early. Like I probably got like 3 hours of sleep. Like it's not good. It's no bueno. I take a shower, and everyone's still asleep. And I'm just like, what the fuck is taking so long? I remember, I'm on Oklahoma time. So that's why, I go outside. Excuse me. And I go outside. It's fucking cold. Like, still cold. Like, I'm seeing my breath. Like, it is, like, it's the middle of June. Like, in San Francisco, it's so cold. Like, I was like, what the hell?
I'm guessing that cold fronts from the ocean or whatever?
Yeah, it's from the ocean. It is so frigid, dude. And so I go out, and luckily, they like, I used to live in Railroad Shores, like, Heron Court area. And
bro, you didn't check the weather before you went out there, did you?
No, I didn't. I was just super stoked to get out there. I was like, oh, dude, going back home. Ah.
What are you going to do next time you go out to San Francisco?
Honestly, I don't know.
You should check the weather.
Probably. Yeah, that's the first fucking thing I need to do. Dude, I go out and I go to this nice little area, and I get myself a little Starbucks action. And
treat yourself to something nice since you've been to Cali.
Yeah, I spent most of
been treating you like shit.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So I'm dressed up for this graduation, and we finally get to the graduation. It's a nice area. It's like redwood area, like redwood, not red. Yeah, kind of
like
red.
Catalina wine mixer type.
Yes.
Huh.
Like, no joke. Yeah, it was nice. It was an outside area, and I'm wearing a jacket, right? A sports jacket. I'm wearing a button down and a backwards Hawaiian cap. Like, I'm just in jeans.
Okay,
and
I can dig that.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm just like casual, like saw dead. Like, I'm just like, I stuck out like a sore thumb because everyone was like really professional looking, like for this graduation, and here I am like saw it, like wearing a Hawaiian hat, floral hat. So
the Oklahoma guy looks more Californian than we do.
Basically, yeah. So it starts warming up that day. Like, it starts getting in the 80s. And to them, that is hot for them. Like, it's blistering hot for them.
So it stays that cold down there?
Yeah.
During the summer?
It's cold. It stays cold all year round.
You don't remember that?
It's been a long time.
Oh, okay. So it's been a long time since you'd been back out to Stanford.
It's been like...
gotcha.
With that one, I think... I mean, it's like almost 7 years. So, yeah, it started warming up like almost in the 80s. And everyone's outside like, oh my God... It's so hot. We're melting. And like, I'm wearing a jacket. I'm like, I don't know. It seems kind of breezy to me, baby. Yeah, I'm so used to like 110 degree weather. Like, this is beautiful. I love this weather. It's so nice. Yeah. And it was like, I'm dying. I'm like, they're like, how are you wearing that jacket? I'm like, it's kind of cold. I was like, it's just like, whatever. So the graduation happened. The class is like 700 people.
I feel like because we're from Oklahoma, I think we can wear like long sleeves during like weird like hot temperatures because like we're so used to the weather going like flip-floppy on us we'll just wear the jacket if it's 80 degrees or 85 degrees outside because fucking at 7 o'clock at night it's gonna be fucking 50 degrees and we don't even know why. It's fucking so March. I'm like, okay.
My get up, my usual dress wear in Oklahoma is like a hoodie and some shorts. Yeah, that's usually what I wear. Yeah, like that's year round for me.
I wear jeans year round. Wearing shorts, I like the idea of wearing shorts, but my body's like, dude, you're much more comfortable in jeans. Like,
honestly, if I could wear sweatpants and get away with it, I would wear them all the time.
That's why I get the joggers, because then you can.
Yeah, that's true. I do have a pair of joggers.
I got some champs, but I need to get some new ones. They're kind of worn down.
Yeah, we need to change that up. Dude. We need to get some better Oklahoma wear. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
We need to get our Han Solo on.
Let's go to a good sale at Penny's, J.C. Penney's.
Dude, I'm trying to go to Ross?
Ross?
Trying to go to Ross?
No, not Ross, bro. That ain't the move.
I don't ever go to Ross.
I mean, I'm not really big on Ross. It's not my cup of tea.
No, where you should go is TJ Maxx.
I like TJ Maxx.
Because then you can get some fancier, like, some really nice fucking brands for hella cheap.
I look at Ross as like a fancier secondhand store. Like, every time you walk in there, it just looks like a fucking mess.
I haven't been there forever. I think I was like 19.
I went there like a couple weeks ago.
Do you miss it?
No. It was here in the city, actually. I was meeting someone here.
At Ross?
Not at Ross. It was like a last minute Christmas gift.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I met her here for Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Not getting into that, but anyways, so the graduation. That's what we're talking about. The graduation.
You got a jacket on. It's 80 degrees. People are looking at you weird.
Yeah, and me being me, I'm everyone like so the graduates were walking down their little aisle, and all the family's like, "We're so proud of you. Oh my God, that's my baby." Like just being like really conservative about it, like golf clapping the whole time. I see my cousin, I go balls out. I'm like, "That's my girl. Get it, girl. You's a bad bitch. Get it." Like I was just getting crazy. Everyone was laughing and having a good time. So the graduation finally ends. It finally completes. I have a nice tan at the end of this. That's how long it was. Like I had a farmer tan, just tan hands, tan face. That's all I had. So finally it goes. The graduation ceremony is over, and that's when I get invited to the high school after party.
Okay. Pause.
They had to move.
Let him finish.
There's more to the story. Please don't tune out.
Let the man finish.
Yeah. So, I was like low key not feeling it. I was like, all right, no, thank you for the invitation. No, thank you. And my aunt and uncle were like, no, the parents are gonna be there. Right. It's a whole family ordeal. Like it's cool that you go hang out with them. That's fine because parents will be there. You can talk to the parents. I'm like, dope, cool. I'm Kyle.
Not a creep.
Cool. So we go to this party, and obviously I'm looking douchey as hell because I wasn't prepared to go to a high school graduation party. Who the fuck is prepared for that? Not me.
Well, that's a good thing.
I don't know.
It's a good thing that you weren't prepared.
Yeah, good thing. Yeah, who?
You were.
I just realized what the fuck. Yeah, who? I just realized that. That's a good thing. Yeah. I just realized that's so creepy. Yeah, let me wear this. Yeah, totally.
You know what? This outfit would be perfect if I got invited to a high school party. It'd be perfect.
Excellent.
I'll just pack it just in case.
Just in case. Yeah, my fanny pack was gonna be killing it. So I look like I said, I look so douchey. I'm wearing a backwards hat, my fraternity letters on a sweater, and some jeans and some tennis shoes. Like just that's my casual wear, But I still look douchey, like just like a normal douche. We go in. I introduced myself to the parents. Hi, here, there. And I was wondering where all the other parents are at. I was like, well, you told me. I was told there would be other adults here. You guys bamboozled me. Snorkel dwarfed. Where's no one at? So the boyfriend, my cousin's boyfriend, comes out and he's like, Mike, you come outside. I wanted because it's at the boyfriend's parents' house. And he's like, come outside. Everyone's outside. I'll introduce you to everybody. So I go out there, and I see all the parents with their kids, like just shotgunning beers, playing beer pong, having a bomb time. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is pretty dope. I like this. And that's when it all went downhill.
That was really good.
Thank you.
I was creeped out.
The beginning of the end. He introduces me to everybody, right? He's like, hey, this is Giselle's cousin. He's from Oklahoma, and he can outdrink everyone at this party. And I'm looking around like, what the hell?
What kind of introduction is this?
What in tarnations?
I guess that's a fraternity welcome.
I guess.
He's got letters on it. He can outdrink everybody. Like, yeah, he's a frat star.
Yeah, and we just rolling in there with my country accent. So
hey, he's from Oklahoma.
He's an Okie. So that happened, and it did happen because
like around these parts, we drink Coors Light, Budweiser. It doesn't matter. Put a beer in my hand, I'll chug it.
I don't drink Coors Light. I drink Coors Light.
Oh, I'm sorry, there, partner.
Coors. So obviously, I outdrank everyone there because they're. Like the dude had tops. I saw someone with 4 beers, and he was like tapping out. He was like, I can't do it. I'm like on my 12th beer. I'm like, that's cute. I'm just like, yeah, obviously, but it's nothing to be proud. They're kids. They're 18-year-old, 19-year-olds. Like it's nothing. But in my head, I'm like, yeah,
stealing candy from a baby.
Yeah, but but also like my little fratty side inside of me, it was like, yeah, that's right. Good.
That's right, bitch.
It's like, yeah, take that. while that was happening, everyone was so fascinated with me because of my quote unquote country accent. Now, obviously, I don't hear it.
I don't hear it either.
But we live in the country. When you go to a non-country area, woo!
We don't live in the country. That's false.
Well, what do you consider Elgin's country? Have you been to Elgin?
There's not like fucking cowboys and shit out there.
It's all ranch. It's all ranch. It's farm hands and ranchers.
Bigger. Elgin's like a.
We have one.
Elgin's bigger than Cash.
We have one stoplight and one gas station.
That's not true.
Yeah, we do.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, dude. That's the only thing is 24/7 is that gas
maybe
station.
your country, but like Lawton isn't country.
No. That's why I'm saying I live in the country. I live in the boonies. All right. I live in the boondocks.
All right. Anyways, country boy out from
country
Oklahoma.
boy.
Fascinating.
They're all fascinated with me because, like, the country accent. Cause
Do you know how to skip rocks?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know how to fish?
Yeah, with a stick and some string.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, you're cool.
I'm pretty
Wow.
dang cool.
Do you know how to start a fire?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Just get some fire and start it. Like, I don't know. No, because like you go out there and then you finally hear it because that like your accent comes out thick, like just thick. It is a thick old boy.
Thick like that fog.
Yeah, thick like thick like the fog. It come like I heard it the first time I really heard it is when I walked into a pizzeria. I walked to a pizzeria, super fancy pizzeria. Like everyone had white shirts, black ties, like brick oven style pizza. Like everyone's super fancy. I walk in, they're just normally just walking in there, and they knew I didn't belong in there.
Wait, guys, just for a little context, he walking in there all like skippy, like jovial, like some music.
Yeah. Just
that's what he just did here.
I actually pantomimed me walking in there. So, yeah, I go in there, and the guy was like, "May I help you?" All really snotty, like, yes.
Hipster?
No, he wasn't a hipster. He was just like a snotty rich person, you know, like
Okay.
like
Well, can I?
bottom lip, like McGee, like yes. Yes,
You supposed to be in here?
Yes, yeah, like that. And
Do you even know what a 401k is?
no.
Okay. Back to the story.
Back to the story. Like, may I help you? I was like, yeah, man. Y'all have Supreme pizza? Like that. I wasn't trying to be funny. I was trying to purposely do, like it just came out like that. I was like, oh hell, I'm sorry, I'd waste your time. I gotta go. I just left. I was so embarrassed. I left. So these kids, they're fascinated with me. They're fascinated with my accent. And they're asking me these dumbass questions. These dumb questions about Oklahoma. They're like, do Indians still live there? I'm like, yeah, they're everywhere. Teepees, buffalo riding. You think it's there. They're living on campgrounds. It's massively. It's
like Westworld over there.
Yeah. It's crazy. They're also asking me, what do we do for fun in Oklahoma? And I had to sit back and think, like, damn, what do we do for fun? And then it hit me. I was like, well, we have bonfires, and these privileged little bastards were like, how do you have a bonfire without a beach? I'm like, you what? Like, what are you talking about? We just get some land and burn some shit. Like that's it. We just do that now.
It kind of sounds like you talk about like starting wildfires. We just get some lands and start burning shit.
Yeah, that's how Australia.
Australia, that was us.
That was us. No, it wasn't. Legally, we can't.
The last burn ban in Oklahoma, that was because of us.
That was because of us. Just because a bunch of Okies wanted to burn some shit. So yeah, that
we graduated from crop circles to burning land.
That was all us. We were the extras in the movie Signs from M. Night Shyamalan. We made all those. That was us.
We've been out here.
We've been here. We handle our business. It's on business. I also brought up mudding. They're confused about.
So that's not a good look. You can't go to California and say, "Yes, I'm from Oklahoma and I like bonfires and mudding." Like That makes us look worse.
Yeah, it does. It looks like we're a country.
You gotta
bumpkin.
represent when you're out there, man.
Yeah, I should have said some
you
other
gotta
things.
say we're like, I don't know. We go. What's the thing on the boat? Tubing.
Tubing?
Have you ever?
Yeah, I go tubing. Okay. Yeah, but not in these nasty waters. People die in these waters from like brain-eating diseases. That is so true. Look, Derek, look it up. Derek, bring it up. Derek, bring it up on the screen.
Ignore him, Derek. You know how he gets.
Dude, it happens. It happens. Look it up.
Brain diseases.
Brain-eating diseases. That look, I'm being dead honest with you. That happens.
Okay, even so, even if that
let's side tab this. Let's break down Oklahoma lake waters for a moment.
Okay, it's piss water.
It's exactly that.
Might as well just be Kerslaw.
No. Now you slow down your horses right there, brother.
All right, Keystone Light.
No, yeah, okay, I can do that. Like that, those. Okay, these waters are
Natty Light.
Disgusting. Natty makes me fratty. Disgusting waters. I see these like girls and guys going out there on their boats or whatever, just swimming in this water. Look, when I was a kid, yeah, sure, I swam these waters. I know
Look for who you are now.
Yeah, it's the brain-eating disease. This is this is where I'm at. I know for a fact people are shitting, pissing, and throwing up in those lakes. You know why? Because I've done all three. All right? And I know for a fact I'm not the only one doing it. That water is disgusting.
You don't think fish die in there?
Oh, yeah. You can't even legally eat the fish. There's
You don't think fish die in oceans? You don't think people pee and puke?
But it's more filtered.
Why?
This is more filtered. They have more.
Real smart.
Don't say that.
Real scientist.
Don't you start with me.
Brain disease is getting you real good right now.
Don't you fucking start with me.
Getting you real good.
No, okay.
Look, okay. Is it a bigger ocean, so therefore it's a little bit harder for you to like take in the bad water? Sure, but like
there's filtration systems, like natural filtration systems in the ocean, like coral reefs and all, like other fish that eat stuff. Yeah, catfish are in the lake, but still disgusting. Like that water is stagnant. It's a man-made lake. That water ain't going nowhere. It's there.
It goes up in the sky.
Yeah, and then we get shit water on us. Why do you think it's just so nasty?
No, it's purifying the water.
I guess. That sounds scientific enough. I guess.
I don't know how that works.
I'm not a fan of Oklahoma lake water. Not a fan. I'll go to the lake. I'll drink at the lake. But you would never catch me sticking a foot in there. I'm not doing it. When's the last time you went to the lake?
A few years ago.
Yeah, exactly. My point.
Well, the only reason why I go is when we go too, because I don't want to fucking walk on that shit.
Okay, you just proved my point.
Look.
There's glass bottles everywhere.
No. So my reasons are different for not wanting to walk on that.
White trash beating the shit out of each other.
It hurts my feet. And it's, I mean, there's
sensitive feet.
that mold over whatever, like.
Yeah.
It makes it slimy and gross.
Speaking of gross,
but that's just my own like. It's grossing me out.
I have a crazy story.
Brain-eating disease.
I have a crazy story that involves a lake and gross people. It's great. It's a great story. Bear with me, Scott. I know you're looking at me like I'm crazy, but it's a great story. It involves a meth head, 2 meth heads, and. We go camping. I take my little brother William camping. You guys will meet him way later on the podcast episodes. We're gonna bring him on. If you think my stories are stupid, wait till you hear his craziness. We go there to this lake, and I think it's Arcadia here in Oklahoma. Arcadia. I don't know if you've been there. Like a little bit up north. There's like this giant lake up there. Have you heard of this one? It's like 30 minutes away from here.
I can't say I haven't or have.
Okay. Well, I went with Ron, remember Ron?
Ron Burgundy.
Oh, Karate Joe Ron, just fucking chopping people in the club, which is crazy. He got kicked out of the club for doing karate moves. To this day, he denies it. But there were several people who saw me, like he was doing karate moves, just chopping people, just like kicking in the air. I go with him, and I take my little brother. He's never been camping. This is his first time camping. Never went. And I told him it was really fun. Like we go out drinking, have a fire. Fish, whatever, right? So we get out there. He immediately hates it. Like it's like the weather's already shitty. It's not good. It's just bad.
Yeah.
And so we're camping out. We're trying to have our best. We get drunk. We're playing music. And there's a couple that sets up camp next to us. A little too close, in my opinion. A little way too close. You know, sometimes, I mean, there's no rules, like official rules, but there's unwritten rules of how close you can get to a campsite.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
They're in your personal space.
Yeah, they're way in our personal space, right? Drying out their clothes. And like, it was just bad. Honestly, I think they're hobos, but that's neither here nor there. So we all go to sleep, right? I let my brother have my tent because he wanted to have his personal time, whatever that fucking means.
Wait, he wasn't with anyone. It was just him.
It was just him. He was by himself.
He needed his personal time.
Yeah, I know what it was. We're not gonna say it, but I know what it was.
Yeah.
It was So I go in the tent with Ron. Ron has a giant tent built for like 10 people. Like he has like
holy shit.
Yeah, like he has power outlets in there and stuff. He was going all out, right?
That wasn't a tent. That was a mobile home, dude.
Basically, like
Jeez.
it was. And I told William just come with us because it's warm in here. We have like a heater.
Join the dark side.
Ron brought a TV, his video games. Like we're like doing that in the tent, but my brother wasn't having it. He was in a bad mood. Once he gets in those moods, he doesn't want to talk to anybody. So in the morning, I'm like, I thought I'm hearing something. Like I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was going crazy because all I heard was like that. I was like, the hell is that sound? And then it goes like a little bit like I'm like, what is that? So I'm thinking my brother's watching porn in the tent. So I text him like, hey, can you turn your porn down? I can hear it from here. He's like, dude, that's not me. I was like, what the hell? So we get out of our tent and I swear to God, we see these two meth heads boating it out on the shore of the lake. And if I could describe this couple, it is not a pleasant looking couple. It is not good. And I can hear him going, oh, and she's like, are you done? He's like, yeah. And so we go back in our tent. We're like, thank God it's done. Like, yeah, we stood there. We're like, this is actually we're like, wow, this is actually happening. Wow, this is actually happening. We go back.
I can watch two meth heads bang.
Yeah, we're like, so we go back in our tent. We're like, oh, thank God that's done.
You'll watch anything, won't you?
Yeah,
any kind of porn.
No, it's crazy. I gotta get my rocks off somehow. So, and then like 5 minutes go by, and then we hear, oh, you're such an animal again. And I'm like, no, no, I'm trying to sleep late. It's 6 in the morning. Why are you doing this? I'm hungover. I'm hearing meth hit. It sounds like
you beast.
It sounded like two Germans having a sloppy sponge fight. It was just not.
What the fuck?
It was not fun. It was it was not pleasant at all.
So finish your story with
Let me
fucking cousin at a graduation party.
So okay, yeah. So they're asking all these questions about like what we do for fun, and I told them about mudding, and they're like, "What's that? What's mudding?" And I was like, "Well, it's where you get your truck nice and clean, super nice, and then you find the most dirtiest mud pit you can find, and you get that bitch stuck." And they're like, "What? You clean your truck for no reason just to get it dirty?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, brother!" I'm like, "Hell yeah, we do." I told them about back roading. I don't know if you ever been back roading.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
super
like,
boring.
oh, I mean, in high school it was fun. You know, you find
I like to see that.
like we get our friend with a dually. If none of you know what a dually is, it's a truck with 4 wheels in the back. It has like 6 wheels altogether. So anyone who's out there like, what the hell's a dually? It's just 4 wheels in the back. It's a big old diesel truck.
Yeah.
So we usually had a friend with a dually, and we just go on the back roads and just drink and drive around, hitting hay barrels and stuff. Like, woo, we're crazy. We don't care. And like they're just looking at me baffled, like Oklahoma's some backwoods. Like, what are y'all doing to have fun? Like nothing. Like it's a country. We don't have a beach. We don't have tech companies that we can just walk in and play video games. We don't have amusement park. If you want an amusement park, you have to travel to Frontier City or Six Flags in Texas.
About 2 hours away.
3 hours. I've done that drive.
Texas, yeah.
Yeah, the Frontier City is like an hour for me where you live here, so it's like down the road. But Six Flags for us, to travel is like 3.5 hours, not including traffic.
Right.
Yeah. So they live near all of that. Like, all that's near them. Like, one of the best, my favorite places I went to recently because it was like not like a payback, but it was just one of those deals. Like, I felt like I conquered it because living in California, my parents tried to give me the best life they could. We didn't have a lot of money growing up. You know, kind of grew up kind of like poorish. So we would go to this place called Santa Cruz. It's a beautiful place. You guys look it up. It's a boardwalk. Like, if you watch the movie, have you seen Lost Boys?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Okay, well, if you remember in the beginning that they're at that amusement park, that's the boardwalk. That's Santa Cruz. It's right on the beach.
Yeah.
So every time we would go...
It's in a lot of movies.
Yeah, it actually is. This is in the movie Bumblebee, the Transformer movie.
Was that good?
No, I hated it.
Good. I'm glad I didn't watch it.
It's so dumb. I got so mad at it because there were so many holes because I used to live there. And this lady... anyway, I'll get that. That'll be a different story. We'll do that for another podcast. So, like, I went to Santa Cruz this last trip, just last year. And because every time I went, I was a kid, I couldn't afford anything. Like, I could never go on the rides. I could never really do anything. All we could do was just go to the beach because it was free. So we could just walk around. I see all these kids like, oh, look, Daddy, they're having fun. Can we have fun, Daddy? Daddy, can we have fun? Papa, can we have fun, please? And we couldn't afford it, you know. So,
Mama, can I have a quarter for the machine?
Grandpapa. I went back there and just basically conquered everything. Like, they have like a 2-story like mini golf, like pirate themed. Like smoke comes out of these cannons and like these pirates everywhere.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really dope. I'll show you. We can show you pictures later.
You can just look it up.
Look it up, bro.
Just Google it.
Just Google it, bro.
Well, I don't even know what you're doing right now. You should Google.
Yeah, just type in Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz Boardwalk.
Yeah, Santa Cruz Boardwalk, and you can. It's so amazing. So, and I finally did it. Like, I went with my cousin and my uncle and my little brother.
Oh, that looks like fun.
Yeah, it's so fun. Look at all that, dude. It's on the beach.
Fucking theme park on the beach, dude.
Yeah.
What kid wouldn't want to do that?
Exactly, right? The main one is this giant dipper one right here. And that's like one of the oldest wooden roller coasters.
Isn't that like the same kind of deal with
Coney
Six
Island?
Flags?
Coney Island has that. I don't know about Six Flags.
No, the roller coaster. It's all wooden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one's like the oldest one on the West Coast. Because the Coney Island has like the one on the East Coast. This one has been around since like Santa Cruz has been around. Like, it's old as shit.
So I don't know
it's
why.
It's rickety. It's scary.
I don't know why that's a bragging thing.
It's sketchy.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Why?
Because wood, like, isn't made to, like...
No, it's not.
Last this long.
And it's near the ocean, so that is killing the wood.
Right? And I'm like, it looks good. Like, these images look good, but I'm sure you go up near it, and you're like,
yeah,
that's rotting wood, or that's, like, fucked up. That's
I wouldn't say it's rotting.
My point is that I don't think it's a real cool thing to brag about how this is the oldest ride in the West.
I think it adds a thrill value to it. Like, it could break down. Like, it could break down.
2020, it's like, no, dude, I want the newest, best version of something, and I want to know that it's not going to break down. That's how I look at life. Maybe I'm an old man now. But
well, I mean, look at that one ride in
millennials
in the Frontier City, the Brain Buster. Did you hear about that? It's just I rode it once. It's a giant loop. All right, you sit down. It's one giant.
I saw the ride.
It goes like up and front. It got stuck upside down. The people were up there for like 40 minutes. I don't know if you ever being
upside down that long. They had headaches. I imagine
it is so scary because I rode that and I was screaming like a little because you're going it's like 50 feet in the air.
Yeah, it's big.
It's huge. And imagine just getting stuck upside down because like when you're going there, you feel like you're about to fall out of your seat. Like you're fighting to stay in your seat kind of. And so imagine doing that for 40 minutes. You're like, yeah, someone's getting sued. I'm suing the shit out of you for that.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, I hated fucking roller coasters.
Oh, I love them.
I would like, the Superman one at Six Flags?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They go straight up. Yeah,
dropping.
You. I stood in line for like 40 minutes trying to convince myself that I was going to ride the ride. And I chickened out towards the end. Couldn't do it.
I did it because my ex forced me to do it. Kind of. Because she was all about that. She's a thrill seeker.
Yeah.
And it took me I hate heights. I love roller coasters, but I hate heights. I don't know. It's just one of my deals. So she wanted to do that, and also this thing called dive bomber alley. It's where they like put you on a string on like a harness.
Oh, you got slung.
Yeah, and they just send it.
Oh fuck! I know. I didn't even consider that one. I was like, okay, look, these are the ones that I'm willing to do. These are the ones that are maybes, and these are the ones that I say fuck no.
Yeah.
Dad looks at me. You just said F no?
F no.
No, I didn't say F no. I said no, Dad.
Scotty said a bad word.
I didn't say it. Anyways, yeah, that was definitely the one that I didn't want to fucking ride ever.
No, yeah, I couldn't do that. I saw that. I'm like, nope, hard pass. We rode every ride except for that one.
Yeah.
Like adult rides, I would say, not kiddie rides.
I made myself ride the Titan. I was scared shitless when
that
I rode
one was
it.
closed.
But then after
that was closed.
After I rode it, I was like, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. I was about that, but I actually want to go back to Six Flags. But every time I try to go back, like I get a group and they just back out like last minute. I'm like, oh, what the hell, guys? What the hell? I'm trying to get thrillered.
I don't know. It's like one of those things. It's like you're not as excited until you're actually at the park.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, that sounds really cool, and then that moment gets lost, and then you're like, are we still going, guys? And it's like people are like, do I really want to travel this long just to go like hang out at this place for a couple hours?
Yeah, that's another thing.
And then you get there, and like if you convince yourself to go, then it's more exciting once you like go up to the rides and like you actually have a little fun.
It's one of those deals. Like I do think it's the journey there is tiresome because I mean it's a 3-hour journey just to get there.
Yeah.
And then you get to Six Flags. It's fun. Obviously, you're gonna have a bomb time going to Six Flags. Now you're exhausted. You had all that adrenaline running through you. Now you're exhausted. Now you gotta drive 3 hours back, and that's what's killer. So now, like when I go, I always get a hotel.
Yeah.
So I can just rest up. I usually like get the hotel first, and then the next day I go Six Flags and then drive back home. That's mainly always my plan to go to.
Okay. Now I need you to finish
the
Hell in the Cell California trip.
Oh, I'm almost done with it. So let's go journey more.
What I want to know
is
how this freaking high school graduation party ends.
Not well. Tell you that.
No.
Well, we'll get into that at a different time. Let's see how the audience feels first, and then we'll talk about that situation.
Well, so then what happens? What happens with the rest of the trip? Like, is the next day that you leave, or what?
The next day, I was just
How long were you there for?
For the weekend.
Just for the weekend.
It's usually the weekend because it's so damn expensive to stay in San Francisco. Like, gas is crazy.
I remember you I think you took a picture and threw it on Snapchat.
Yeah, I did. I recorded a Snapchat because it was like $4 something, almost $5 a gallon.
Yeah.
I was at like almost 6 gallons. I was up at like $30. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. I was like, what the hell is this? No, like that party, like basically they're just mesmerized by how I was talking. And later on, they ran out of beer. Like they all ran out of beer. Like I guess it was like their cool circle. I got invited to the cool circle inside the house. There's like they're all inside this little room, and I could tell it's like the cool kids because all the other like randos were outside, like still trying to like party when there's like it's clearly not happening. Nothing going on. Because I was out there, I was wondering where the hell is everybody. I'm playing beer pong by myself, like a dweeb. Like, oh man, this is so boring. And then like one of the guys,
got you, Mikey.
Yeah, they're like, Mike, what are you doing out here? Come up, follow me. I was like, all right. I go in the room. It's like nothing about the cool kids, I guess. It's weird for me, a grown-ass man calling a high school kid, the cool kids. Yeah. I go in there, and they're all discussing, like, how are we going to get beer? Do we know anyone who can get us beer? I know somebody. We can call him, but we have to give him gas money. And, like, all types of stuff. I'm looking around like, do you guys not know I'm like above 21? Like I feel so weird like saying this, but like I'm like at the time I was like I'm 26. I can buy beer. I can do this. They're like, yeah, I thought you were like 20. Oh my god. I'm like, no, dude, I just have that sweet baby face. So like I'm gonna end that story that way. There's more other things, but I'm gonna save that for a different podcast because I want to feel it out.
Okay.
I don't want to scare the audience too much because there's a lot more. So like the next day I was super hungover, and We had excuse me, we had a giant barbecue, and my flight was at midnight that night.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have that much. So like I barbecued a little because they don't have Southern barbecue, they over there.
Yeah.
If they do, it's like some cheap looking knockoff stuff. It's not good.
I hear California has some really cool ideas, like as far as like mixing in cuisines and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, fusion. Yeah.
I'd love to go check out some of it.
Yeah, they got good fusion food, but barbecue wise, sucks.
Yeah.
It's like the only way you can get like good barbecue is if you go to like Compton and go to like an like an all black fucking barbecue place. They got bomb barbecue, dude. Yeah. I mean, but if you want like Spanish barbecue, I guess you can get that. But if you want like Southern traditional barbecue, it's hard to find out there. So yeah, but like I went to bed early. Like I had my flight at midnight. And then my hell continues.
Oh shit!
I get a text message from my airline saying, "Hey, yeah, your flight's not happening." I was like, "What?" Like I'm looking at this text, I'm like, "What the hell is happening?" Like I got to be at work the next day, like after my flight, like because I had it planned out. Like I'm gonna land at like.
So you got the classic, my dog ate my homework from the airline.
Yeah, like I had to show the text to my manager and stuff like that. Like I'm not coming in.
My flight got canceled.
Yeah, that happened. Like I got a text like around 10:30 at night saying, "Hey, yeah, your flight's not happening." So, like it's not happening. I'm like, what do I do now? Like I've never been in this situation. So I go there, and it's a massive line because I didn't know how many people were flying to Dallas because I had Houston. I'm sorry. Yeah, my connecting flight was in Houston, so I had to fly San Francisco to Houston. I guess everyone, it was on American Airlines. Everyone's flight was like just bombed. Like it just didn't go through. That's a bad word to use for an airline. Just bombed. Like,
don't worry, you're not at an airport.
Yeah,
so
no.
Yeah, don't use that word there.
That like it was just a massive line. I was in there for I was in line for almost 3 hours.
Ugh.
Yeah. Because like I just returned the car, so there's like no going back.
So next time you're driving, right?
Yeah, I'm
Jeez
driving
Louise.
back. It's a day drive. It's 23 hours. I looked at it.
God.
From Elgin to San Francisco, nonstop. If you do it nonstop, traffic's good.
Yeah.
It's 23 hours. I've done that before. I didn't drive.
I feel like that's gonna happen to me, where like I get fucked by the airplanes.
No, that's bad.
Like, I mean, like flights being canceled or
yeah,
delays because I've been on the airplanes. I've probably done like 10 trips now. My luck's been super smooth. The last one kind of got a little like rough, and I was like not able to just like immediately hop on the plane. It was like a weird like, okay, you're on this, you're at this gate, you're at this gate, you're at this gate, and it just kept on changing because of whatever else was going on at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
But like it was delayed for a couple hours, and it wasn't that big of a deal. But I feel like if I keep, my luck's gonna run out, and I'm gonna end up with a canceled flight or super long delay.
Mm-hmm.
I can just feel it.
It usually happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how that goes. It sucks. It's a terrible situation.
How many times have you flown now?
Oof, countless times.
Yeah.
I lost count now.
A lot. Yeah.
Because I've been going on airplanes since I was like a little kid, man.
Really?
It was like a normal deal for me.
I think I've been on like one flight when I was really small, and then I started flying to see family when I was like 13. I went on one, and then again like when I was like 15.
Yeah.
And then the past like 6 years,
Mm-hmm.
I've flown like
You
4 times.
You sound so sad. Like the look on your face talking about it is like, what have I done with my life? Like just like that look of just disgust.
Well, no, I was thinking actually I probably should sign up for those fucking flyer miles.
Yo, that's what I was thinking. I'm about to do that because I have a huge trip coming up.
At this point.
And I'm gonna rack up some miles.
Yeah.
For this big trip coming up.
Yeah.
So hopefully that works out for me.
Okay.
But
all right. Anything else on this Hell in a Cell trip?
Yeah. No. That's it, man. I think.
Well, so what? Did you get back the next day? Did you have to buy another ticket, or did they?
No, they gave it to me.
Yeah.
I had to fly United. Like they gave me like 4 multiple tickets, like just to like go to United. So I flew United, and I was supposed to be back in Lawton around like 6 in the morning, but with all the delays and different airlines I had to take, I got back at like 10 in the morning.
Wow.
I mean, it's still in the morning, but I was just like super tired. I was like, how the hell is this happening to me? Both times.
Yeah.
Like, back and forth.
That's rough, man.
It was. It was hell. But
I guess that's Oklahoma's way of saying, stay here forever.
It just sucks you back in.
Well, thank you for sharing that story, man.
Yo, you know what? I appreciate you guys listening.
Let's talk about a little bit about Top Take. So this is Top Take.
Where
it's
we
really
take
just
hot
about
takes.
like talking about life
I like
and shit
hot
like that. And obviously we'll probably talk about sports and stuff like that. We're big sports
Yeah,
fans.
we like sports.
OU, not OSU. If you're ever wondering that question.
Bang bang.
Choo-choo train.
Shots
you are
fired.
a 49ers fan in NFL. I'm a Denver Broncos fan. We're both Oklahoma City Thunder fans.
Yep.
And you're a Giants fan.
Yeah. Giants fan for baseball. Baseball, not football.
And
Baseball.
sad to say, I'm a Houston Astros fan. If you're listening, you will
Cheater!
understand why that. Well, hey, look, you don't have to say it so loud. Okay?
We know.
All right.
We know, Scott. We know.
But yeah, come check us out. We'll be talking about anything and everything, including video games and
Yeah, definitely video games. We have a lot of video games are coming out. It's that hot season for video games. So
I mean, next year some big stuff is dropping. Cyberpunk
I'm
2077,
super stoked for that.
Death Stranding on PC, even though I guess that's out for most people.
PC would be nice. It's going to be graphics are going to be.
Trying to stay away from it because I want to get mind fucked when I play it, but like. It's a mind fuck from what they're saying.
Yeah,
it's
it
a really
is.
good story. It's
you are a delivery boy. That's all it is. I mean, it sounds stupid when I say it like that, but you are.
I kind of got that.
You're just a delivery boy running from ghosts, literal ghosts, and the rain makes you old and you die.
Okay, no more spoilers.
Oh, I thought you knew that.
No.
Oh, I watch a lot of gaming news. So.
Give me $5.
There you go.
He just paid me money. Okay. I think that's
in Monopoly money.
I think that's about it about our channel. Have any questions? Please ask.
No.
If you don't have questions, good.
Good.
Good. And then that means I said what I needed to say.
Yeah, that's right.
Click the link here. There's no link here.
Scott, get your hand out of my pocket.
Okay, and we're back to keeping my hands to myself.
Thank you.
Have a good day.